Once ready, we'll open for questions for Coach.
Do you attribute to the slow start and the sloppy finish there?
Well, I thought the slow start had to do with the ball wasn't going in the basket. That I thought we got great looks, and I thought our defense was really, really good. And the numbers, I think, speak for themselves. They shoot 21% in the first half. I think they had a 2 for 20 stretch at one point, and we built I think it was a 13-point lead at halftime with not making anything. So I credit our defense for building it up. I thought second half we did a good job attacking their feet and getting the ball in the paint much better than we did in the first half. And the finish is very disappointing. They were 8 for 9 at one point after playing 33 really good minutes on the defensive end of the floor. So there's a lot that we're going to be able to learn from. And listen, sometimes in games like this, you think you didn't play well when the ball doesn't go in the basket, and then you look back and say, well, hell, we'll take those looks every day. But the way that game ended, I just didn't like it. It's unacceptable for this group. It's I don't think it's something that is a common thing with this team. I think that we talked about it in the locker room after the game. You got to have a killer mentality. In today's climate, every point matters. So you got to find a way to finish off the games better than we did. I thought Leo was good. I did like Leo's energy out there. I thought he got his hands on a couple balls and had a couple good finishes, knocked down his free throws. But we gotta finish the game much better than we did. The last 8. I think we got a 31-point lead at one point. You got to push that thing up to 40.
How did you see you guys when shots weren't falling, just handle that and deal with them mentally?
Yeah, I thought I really did think we were locked in on the other end, and we knew they were going to try to control tempo and they were going to muck it up and they were going to slow it down. That was the fear on this team. It's what happened to Georgia Tech. It's why they took Georgia Tech to overtime. It was a very similar offensive game. Georgia Tech couldn't make anything, and then they take 25, 28 seconds off the clock, and if they're making their shots like they did in the last 10 minutes, it's a really dangerous game to play with a team that's really going to try to go out there and control tempo. The other thing that contributed to our finish is we were taking the ball out of the net. When we got it off the board and pushed the ball down the floor, I thought we had good, efficient offense. But those last 8 minutes, we were taking it out of the net on damn near every possession.
What do you say about just the spark Sam gave you?
Yeah, I thought Sam's defensive rebounding was huge in the first half. I think all 7 of his rebounds came in the first 20 minutes. And, the steals, 4 steals, 4 assists, no turnovers. And it's good to see him knock down a couple shots. And, he misses the one lay. That's the other thing. We missed 3 layups just right there. You got to finish those, man. You got to convert them. And, Sam missed one of those. Sorry, I was talking about the positives. Sam played well. I was happy with Sam's game tonight.
You guys went 15-18 at the line tonight. It's been an area, obviously early year, but you guys have struggled a bit there. How important was to see some growth?
Yeah, those matter. When the ball isn't going in from behind the arc, you got to find a way to manufacture some points, and it was good to see our guys convert on those free throws. BK, it was good to see him knock some of those down. He's got to finish better inside in the paint, but it was good to see him knock down his free throws tonight. And really everybody, I thought, stepped up there with confidence. It's good to see him knock them down.
Sam said the message after the game was that the real season starts now. I guess what's the message going forward over the next few days?
Well, I don't think that's true. I think, the real season obviously has already started, and, we took care of business. We did what we were supposed to do, and, now we got a huge test coming up with a really good team, a very well-coached team that was in the tournament last year that's playing in as good a league as any in the country. So, we got to – here's my thing. You got to have – we're off tomorrow, and we got to have 2 unbelievable days of preparation heading into this one. That's our only chance, to compete against a team like this. And, they're going to test us with their size, athleticism. They're really, really talented. So, we need to have great prep heading into this game on Saturday.
What do you think you've learned from your team in the first 3 games so far?
Yeah, they compete. They've played unselfish. I do like the 7 turnovers. This team, they pick you up full court. They try to put you in chaotic situations. They really do a good job trying to draw charges and converge on the ball. And again, that's where I thought we made smart plays, kicked it out, and got open shots. We just didn't make them. And, that's one thing when I look at the numbers and the assists, 29 assists the last game, I don't think that's happened here in a long time. So, if we can continue with that, I am confident this team will make shots.
Can you take 20 seconds to just talk about Coach Loenser and what he brings pregame, postgame, airplane, everything?
Yeah, Nate Loenser is one of the he's going to be an unbelievable head coach when he gets his opportunity, and he is so detailed on the defensive end of the floor, and he's passionate. What you see on the sideline, that's every day. That's every possession in practice. That's every drill in practice. And, our guys, they've been really bought in, to Coach Nate's message. And, Nate and I have been together a long time. He's one of the greatest hires that I ever made back at Iowa State as, a video guy, and took him up to the Bowls with me. And he was a head coach, did a great job with the Windy City Bowls in their inaugural season. And he's one of the best. He gets so much out. He gets every last ounce out of our players on the defensive end of the floor. And, he's one of the best I've ever seen, behind the computer in the film room as well. So, just really fortunate to have Nate on my staff, and, a guy that I go back a long way with. Thanks, guys.